Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In our previous class, we have been discussed about the parallel behavior between the genes and the chromosomes. So, how the genes will behave, same manner the chromosomes will also behave. So, chromosomes are also present in the diploid manner, and even the genes will also be present in the diploid manner. So, all the details we have been discussed in our previous class. Next today, let us discuss about a new topic, that is nothing but experimental verification of the chromosomal theory of inheritance. So, already you know very well the chromosomal theory of inheritance. So, chromosomal theory of inheritance, it has been given by the two scientists. Which are those two scientists? Means one we are called as a Walter Sutton, other one is we are called as a Theodore Boveri. So, Walter Sutton and Theodore Boveri. So, these two scientists, they given the chromosomal theory of inheritance, and even for that they are given the features also. So, already we have been discussed that feature, that means nucleus, it contains the chromosomes, and on that chromosomes it carries the genes, which is the hereditary, which carries the characters, which are the hereditary. So, all the details we have been discussed in our previous classes. Now, today let us discuss the experimental verification of the chromosomal theory. So, for this chromosomal theory of inheritance, the experiment has been conducted. Like how Mendel has been given the laws, for that he conducted the experiment. So, monohybrid, dihybrid. So, these are the experiments he conducted. In the same manner, so in the Walter Sutton and the Walter Sutton and the Theodore Boveri. So, these two persons, they are given the chromosomal theory of inheritance. So, for that, so experiment has been conducted by another one scientist. So, let us discuss which are the experiment has been conducted and who conducted the experiment. So, all these details we will study in this today's class. So, first of all, the experimental verification of this chromosomal theory of inheritance, so was given by one of the scientists, called it as a Thomas Hunt Morgan and his colleagues. So, what that means, experimental, for this chromosomal theory of inheritance, experimentally proved that one. So, they conducted on that theory, they conducted the experiment, and who has conducted the experiment means by scientist, one of the scientists called it as a Thomas Hunt Morgan. So, who conducted the experiment means Thomas Hunt Morgan. So, he is the person who conducted the experiment. He is the person, what he done means, he conducted the experiment. Thomas Hunt Morgan, he conducted the experiment, not only his, along with his colleagues. So, along with his colleagues, so that means along with his the persons who are working, we call it as a colleagues. So, Thomas Hunt Morgan and his colleagues, along with his colleagues, what they did means they conducted an experiment to prove that. So, what happened is theory of chromosomal theory of inheritance. So, let us discuss that once. So, first of all, so, according to this experiment, Thomas Hunt Morgan, so variations produced during sexual reproduction. According to this concept, what he is telling means variation will produced in the sexual reproduction. So, variation means what? Already as I said here. So, new character will be produced in the offspring, and that new character is not present in the parents. So, the new character is not present in the parent. A new character if it exhibit in the offspring means that condition we are calling it as a variation. So, a variation. So, that means for that I have given one example also. Father eyeball is also black color, mother eyeball is also black color. For them, if the new offspring will be born, in that offspring if they get a blue color eyeball means we are calling it as a variation, because blue color eyeball it is not present in the parents. So, it has been newly produced in the offspring, new combination has been produced in the offspring, and that is we are calling it as a variation. So, variation produced, when the variation will be produced means only during the sexual reproduction only. In the asexual reproduction, there is no chance of variation. Through the asexual reproduction, only there is a possibilities of the clones. Only there is a possibilities of the clones here. So, clones means already have been studied in your first chapter. So, what is the meaning of clones means morphologically and genetically similar to their parents is called as clones. Because in asexual reproduction, single parent is responsible, and whatever the characters are present, same characters will be produced in the offspring. So, that's why there is no chance of what happens, segregation or again for the pairing. So, due to that one, there is no chance of what happens, there is no chance of getting a new character. So, but when there is a chance of variation means only through the sexual reproduction, because in sexual reproduction two parents are responsible. So, one will be the father and another will be the mother. So, father having the different character, mother having the different character. So, due to that one, there is when these two characters will be combined together during the gametes, during the fertilization process, that time there is a chance of getting the variation. According to the Thomas Hunt Morgan, what he said means variation, when it will be produced means variation it will produce only through the sexual reproduction only. Next what he said means genes are located on the chromosomes in a linear manner. Next concept what he said means genes are located on the chromosomes. You know very well where the genes will be present means genes will present on the chromosome. So this is the chromosome means where the genes will be present means genes will present on the chromosome. Genes will located on the chromosome. And how they will be represented means they will present in the linear manner. How they will be present means they are present in this linear manner, like this, linear, line by one by like this, in this line manner. Linear is nothing but line manner, not in this pattern. So they will be present in the linear manner. एक के पीछे एक. So that means yeah, linear manner. So genes are located. Genes are located means where the genes will be present means genes will be present on the chromosome, and where the genes will sit, that place we are calling it as a locus. Already we have been studied in our previous classes in the starting itself. So locus to whom we are calling where the genes will sit on the chromosome, that place we are calling it as a what means we are calling it as a locus. So genes are located on the what means on the chromosomes, where the genes will be present. Genes will present on the chromosomes, and in which pattern means in the linear pattern, it will be linear manner, it will be present. This is the second concept he said here. Next third one, the genes on the chromosomes are held together in a linkage group. Next what they are telling, the genes on the chromosomes are held together by a linkage group. So genes will be present like this, genes will be present on the chromosomes, and this gene will held together in a linkage group. These genes will be held together with a linkage group. Suppose here two friends, so assume that two friends, so each one we are connected as a one allele. So one friend is one allele, another friend is another allele. So both are sitting together means by holding their hand. So that holding their hand is nothing but we are connected as a linkage. So linkage, briefly I will tell you what is the meaning of linkage. But the two alleles, the genes will be present on the chromosomes like this. The genes will be present on the chromosome. So what happen here means they will be present, they will be held together, both the alleles. So both the alleles will held together in which form is in a linkage group manner. How they will be held here? Both the alleles will be held together with a linkage group. The genes on the chromosomes are held together. Genes in the chromosomes, how they will be held together means the genes on the chromosomes will be held together by a linkage group. So these are the three concepts it has been given by the Thomas Hunt Morgan. So what he means, variation will produced only through the sexual reproduction. One concept he given. Second, genes are located on the chromosomes in a linear manner he has given. Next, third one, genes on the chromosomes are held together by in a linkage group. So these are the three concepts he has been given. Next, as I said you here, Thomas Hunt Morgan, he conducted an experiment here to prove that what is chromosomal theory of inheritance. So to prove the chromosomal theory of inheritance, he conducted the experiment. So which experiment, let us discuss. So for that experiment, he took the Drosophila. Which organism he took here? He took the Drosophila. Drosophila is one insect. So Drosophila as a material for the experimental genetics here. So Drosophila, even in your textbook in your first chapter, the diagram is also mentioned in your textbook in your first chapter. So Drosophila, he took the, because as I see here, Mendel, he conducted the experiment. To conduct his experiment, he took the pea plant. So that's nothing but Pisum sativum. So in the same manner, so Thomas Hunt Morgan, T.H. Morgan, what he done is to conduct his experiment, he took an organism. Which organism he took? He took an insect, called it as a Drosophila he took here. So for his experimental. So let us see here, T.H. Morgan is nothing but Thomas Hunt Morgan and his colleagues performed the experiment on fruit fly. Fruit fly is nothing but Drosophila. Drosophila even we are calling it as a, commonly we are calling it as a fruit fly, because it will sit on the what means fruits, especially when the mango season comes means you will find a bigger house fly you will find here. That bigger house fly we are calling it as a, that is not a house fly, but it will be in the same shape. That is not, we are not calling them as a housefly. Housefly is nothing but makhi. But in that same pattern, another one big fly it will come. So that big fly we are calling it as a commonly fruit fly we are calling. What is the scientific name is Drosophila melanogaster. This is the scientific name. So what is the scientific name of the fruit fly is Drosophila melanogaster. Shortly I written here Drosophila. What is the full form name is Drosophila melanogaster. So he took an insect, call it as a Drosophila melanogaster to lead his discover the basic of the variation, he wrote a book called The Theory of Genes. So what he done him is T.H. Morgan. So he conducted an experiment. T.H. Morgan, what he done? He conducted the experiment. On his experiment, so he took the insect, called it as a Drosophila melanogaster, so which may leads to the discovery of the basic variations here. So by using this here, he showed the variation. As he said here, variations will be produced only through the sexual reproduction. For that, he showed that variations will be produced, and whatever the information he collected in this experiment, he wrote in a book called it as a Theory of Inheritance. Like how even the Mendel, what he done here, Mendel, he conducted the experiment in the starting itself here, and what are the information he got here, that he wrote in a book called it as a Experiment on Plant Hybridization. So Mendel, when he worked his experiment, he conducted the experiment on pea plant for 7 years. So in that, what are the information he got here, what are the result he got, that he wrote in a book called it as a Experiment on Plant Hybridization. Keep this, it is important for your NEET or else even for your board exam for 1 mark. So in the same manner, so T.H. Morgan also conducted the experiment on Drosophila melanogaster, and what are the information he got here, that he wrote in a book called it as a Theory of Genes. He wrote a book called Theory of Genes, and even the Drosophila, what we are calling means, we are calling it as a Cinderella of the genetics. Drosophila, what we are calling Drosophila, we are calling it as a Cinderella of the genetics. Why we are calling it as a Drosophila as a Cinderella of the genetics means, because most of the genetic experiment conducted on it. So because why? Because means most of the experiments will be conducted on whom, means experiment will be conducted on the Drosophila. So that's why what we are means, we are calling it as a Drosophila as a Cinderella of the genetics. And T.H. Morgan selected Drosophila for the experimental work because of the following reason. Like T.H. Morgan also, Gregor John Mendel, he conducted the experiment on a pea plant. Why he selected the pea plant means, for the following characters, like how they are the annual plants, they are the climbers, easily cultivated in a small place only. So these are the characters already we have been studied, and even for one character, so they having the 2 types are present. So that's all for that purpose. So Mendel has been selected the pea plant. In the same manner, so T.H. Morgan also, if he want to select the Drosophila means, Drosophila also having certain characters here. On that basis only, the Drosophila Morgan has selected the insect, called it as a Drosophila melanogaster. So who has conducted the experiment means T.H. Morgan. Full name is nothing but Thomas Hunt Morgan. Thomas Hunt Morgan, along with his colleague, he conducted the experiment. And on whom he conducted the experiment means on a fruit fly, which is nothing but it is an insect. What is the scientific name of that means Drosophila melanogaster is the scientific name. And on this experiment, what are the information he got here, what are the result he got, that he wrote in a book called it as a Theory of Gene. And why the Drosophila we are calling it as a Cinderella of the genetics. Drosophila we are calling it as a Cinderella of the genetics. Why we are calling it as a means, because most of the genetic experiment, that means here genes related experiments are conducted on this on this Drosophila melanogaster only. So that's why the T.H. Morgan also he took the Drosophila melanogaster as Drosophila melanogaster to conduct an experiment, because it contains certain characters. So let us discuss which are the characters it possesses. So first character, Drosophila, they could be grown on the simple synthetic material in the laboratory. As I said here, it is one of the fruit fly, like how it will be just like a house fly. Like house fly, it will be present in that same manner, size will be in a bigger. So that easily he can be grown in the laboratory itself, because if you want to conduct the experiment means Drosophila he need here. So easily he can be grown in a laboratory only by a simple synthetic material, because if you want to grow any organism means they need the food, they need the synthetic material. They need a simple synthetic material. With the help of the simple synthetic material, easily Drosophila melanogaster can be grown in the laboratory. This is the first reason. So what he means, he selected the Drosophila for his experiment. So why he selected the Drosophila means, this is the first reason, because easily it can be grown in the laboratory. So by using a simple synthetic medium only, no need to spend more money to cultivate this insects here. Next, to grow this insect. Next, they complete their life cycle in about 2 weeks here. This is the another reason, because if we conducted the experiment means they need the result. So if it a long time, if it is, then means they have to wait for the result for a long period. So that is very difficult to conduct the experiment. So that's why what it means. So Drosophila, it will complete its life cycle in a 2 weeks. 2 weeks, within the 2 weeks the life cycle will be produced. That means offspring will be produced in the offspring will be produced by the Drosophila. So that easily he can know that what are the variations or what are the changes or new characters which has been produced in the offspring. It will be easy to conduct his experiment. So what happened is, that's why what he done him is he selected the Drosophila. So he can complete the life cycle in 2 weeks. Who will be complete the life cycle means Drosophila. It will complete the life cycle in 2 weeks, and even one single mating can produce a large number of progeny files here. This is also one of the reason. So for one mating at a time, so what happens is Drosophila, it will produce a large number of offspring. So that is the another reason. So large offsprings will also be getting a large number, and along with that offspring will get in a short period of time. What is the short period? Within the 2 weeks only. So he will get the offspring, so that easily he can get the result. Whichever the experiment he has conducted, for that experiment he will get the result in a short period of time. So that is the another benefit from the Drosophila. Next one, the male and female flies are easily distinguishable. So this is the next one. So usually we have seen the many insects in our nature. So but we are unable to identify which is the male and which is the female. Easily we are unable to identify which is the male and which is the female. But in this case here, in the Drosophila, easily we can distinguish that which is the male and which is the female. So that is the another one reason, and it will be helpful for the mating also, and to produce the large number of flies in the progeny, and easily they will get the offsprings in a short period of time. So this is the another reason. Next, it has many types of hereditary variation that can be seen with a low power microscope also. So next, what you miss, so offsprings will get in a large number, large number of progeny will be produced here. This is the one concept we know very well. So what means here, large number of offspring will be produced, and in that large number of offsprings, many organisms, they will show the variations. So that means, as I said here, variation means what here? Variation is nothing but a new character will be produced in the offspring which is not present in the parent. So as the progeny is producing, in that progeny he will see the many hereditary variation. He will see that variation easily he can see in the low power microscope itself. No need to spend the heavy amount to see that particular variation. So this is the next concept here. So what means, it has many hereditary variations. So these are the Drosophila melanogaster. In their progeny, it will show a large number of variation, and easily that variation they can be seen under the low power microscope itself. Next, it has it has only 4 pairs of chromosomes of different size. So that is 3 autosomes and a pair of allosomes. Next concept is, as I said here, every organism they having their own set of chromosomes will be present. In Drosophila, how many pairs of chromosomes are present means 4 pairs of chromosomes are present. 4 pairs means how many? 8 chromosomes. In our body, how many pairs are present? 23 pairs are present. That means here, how many chromosomes? 46 chromosomes will be present. In that, how many chromosomes? 8 chromosomes are present. Or else if you come to the pair means 4 pairs it is present, and that pairs are different in size. So 4 pairs are present. So then 4 pairs are also in a different size like this. As I said here, they will be in a diploid in manner. So 4 pairs of chromosomes are present. So what means, their 4 pairs of chromosomes are present with a different size. Even though there are 4 pairs are present, these 4 pairs are also, they are not in a similar size. They are in a different size here. This is one of the another one benefit for the what name is T.H. Morgan here. And among that 4 pairs, 3 pairs are autosomes here, and 1 will be the allosomes. As I said here, allosomes are nothing but these are the sex chromosomes which will determine the sex of an organism, like how it is also present in our body. Same mechanism is also present in our body also. So in our body, 23 pairs of chromosomes are present means in that 20 pairs, 1 pair we are calling it as a allosome. So that means here, so XX will be the female and XY will be the male. In male body means XY chromosome will be present. In female body means XX chromosome will be present in the same manner. So chromosomes will be in a 4 pair, so that easily he can determine the characters. If the variation appears also, easily he can identify that which is the new character has been produced, what is the variation it has been produced here. Easily he can come to know that all the things here. So that's why what happened is Morgan has selected the Drosophila for his experiment. So already one or two times they asked this question, why T.H. Morgan has selected the Drosophila for his experiment to conduct his experiment, or what are the reasons for the what are the reasons for his conduction of the what are the reasons to select the Drosophila for his experiment. So this like this question they have been asked in the previous exam. So it is now they have been asked only 2 times they have been asked. So that time you have to write all these reasons. That means easily they can be grown by using a simple synthetic material. Easily they can be complete their progeny in 2 weeks, and even they'll produce the large number of offsprings, and next male and female easily it can be distinguishable. And next what happens means in there the offsprings will produce large number of variation, and that variation easily we can see under the low power microscope. And next they having the only 4 pairs of chromosomes are present, and among that 3 pairs are autosomes and 1 will be the allosome, and all these 4 pairs will be in a different in size. So like that what happened is T.H. Morgan he selected the Drosophila. So this is the what he means reasons for that Drosophila, why he selected the Drosophila. And who has conducted the experiment means T.H. Morgan has conducted the experiment. So next let us discuss the next topic. As I said you about the linkage. So then what T.H. Morgan has said one point. What he said means he said that the genes and the chromosomes are held together in linkage group. What he said means the genes and the chromosomes are held together in the linkage group. As I said here, what is the meaning? So genes will be present on the chromosome, and these genes will be held together with the help of the linkage group. So let us discuss what is this linkage. Linkage means what? And next what is the meaning of crossing over? What is the meaning of recombination? So let us discuss these 3 topics. So first let us discuss about the what is the meaning of linkage. So linkage let us discuss the tendency of 2 or more genes to remain together on the same chromosome without separation during the inheritance for many generations is called linkage. So what is the meaning of linkage means? So the tendency means what? Tendency means capacity. What is the meaning of tendency? Tendency means capacity. The capacity of 2 or more genes. The capacity of what here? 2 or more genes. Either it may be 2 genes or more than 2 genes that may be remains together on the same chromosome. So if suppose here this is the chromosome, on this chromosome the genes are present, on this chromosome the genes are present. So these 2 genes are more than 2 genes. So these genes they will remain on the same chromosome. So without separation, they will not get separated, as you know very well here. So when the segregation when the chromosomes will be combined together, automatically what happened due to the crossing over all these things, that they will get separated. Segregation process will be taken place, and due to that segregation only the new character will be produced. Already we have been discussed that, and due to segregation only we'll get the new combination will get. So that's why we got the what means in dihybrid cross we got the new combination. So in that and that new combination it will be appears by means it will be appears due to the separation of the genes. Due to what here? Due to separation of the genes. But sometimes what happen here means 2 or more than 2 genes, they will remains together same as it is on the chromosomes. They will not get separated. They will be remains on that same chromosome for what means many generation, not one generation. As the generation is passing here, for the many generation, they will be remains on the same chromosome without separation. Then that condition we are calling it as a linkage. That condition what we are calling? We are calling it as a linkage. We are calling. Suppose here example I will give you here. Suppose 4 girls are there. So how many? 4 girls are there. Assume that they are the alleles. They are the genes. 4 girls. They are the friends. So they joined in the school. They join in the school in the LKG. From LKG they are the friends till 10th standard without separation. They will sit in the same class. They will sit in the same bench without separation. So then that condition what we are calling is we are calling it as a linkage. So they didn't change the section. Even they didn't change their benches also. They will sit on that same bench. In the same manner, the genes will also be sit on the same chromosome. They will not change. They will be sit on the same chromosome for how many generations? Not 1 or 2 generations. For the many generation, they will be remains as it is without breakage, without separate. without isolate here, or else even we are calling it as a without segregation. Without segregation, both the genes will be remains as it is on the same chromosome for how many? Many generation is called as linkage. So this linked gene occurs in the same chromosome and lie in a linear sequence. These genes, how they will be sequenced? They will sit in the linear sequence. As I said, the T.H. Morgan. So genes will be present on the chromosomes in which pattern? In a linear pattern. So here also what happens? This linkage gene, how they will be present means they will sit on the same chromosome. In which pattern they will sit means they will sit in the linear sequence pattern. It is an exception to the phenomena of independent assortment of the gene. But usually, normally what happens means genes will get separated, and that gene will be separated. They may be shifted to the one chromosome to the another chromosome. It may be shifted. So due to that one, there is a chance of getting a new character. There is a chance of getting the recombination. But certain genes, they will not change. They will be remain there itself on the same chromosome for many generations. In that condition, we are calling it as a tendency. This is that condition we are calling it as a linkage. So that we are calling it as a linkage. So linkage definition is finished. So Morgan, to explain the linkage here, Morgan conducted the experiment here. Morgan experiment on the linkage. So let us see. The phenomena of linkage was proved by T.H. Morgan. That is nothing but Thomas Hunt Morgan. So this linkage phenomena, it has been proved by T.H. Morgan. So that's why here, so T.H. Morgan, he said that genes will be sit on the chromosomes in the form of a linkage manner. So because he conducted the experiment, according to the linkage, genes are not separated during the inheritance. So these genes, according to him, by Morgan, what he will tell means, so linkage during the inheritance. Inheritance means transfer of characters from one generation to the another generation. While they are transferring, so certain genes which are present in the linkage manner, they will not get separated. So they are present on the same chromosome without crossing over. Usually on the chromosomes, crossing over it will be taken place. Already you have been studied in your first year, in your 10th lesson. So like this, what happened is crossing over. Suppose this is one chromosome, this is one chromosome. So due to crossing over, what happened? The chromatids, it will get cross like this, and it will get cut, and both the segments will get exchange, and finally they will come in this pattern like this. That means here, the segment of the chromatid which is present on this chromosome, it will shift to this chromosome, and the segment of this chromosome, it will shift to this chromosome. Exchange has been taken place. So this is, we are calling it as a crossing over. Due to crossing over, the genes are present on this, it will be shifted to the another chromosome, and here the genes which is present on this chromosome, it will shift to this chromosome. Like that interchange, it will be happen. But in this linkage here, the genes, like, they will not shift to another chromosome. They will be remains on the same chromosome. Whichever the chromosome they are sitting, they will remains there itself for a long period of time. So that's why what happened means T.H. Morgan, he said that linkage genes, it will be remains on the same chromosome for what means many generation. And even Morgan carried out both monohybrid and dihybrid cross. Morgan, what he done here? He carried the monohybrid and dihybrid cross. Dihybrid and monohybrid cross, it has been done by whom? It has been done by the Gregor John Mendel. So that experiment again, it has been conducted by whom? It has been conducted by the Morgan, to show that, so what happened is linkage. So let us discuss the experiment. So which experiment he conducted, and that experiment we'll discuss in our next class.